Hello, my name is Nani and welcome to my channel where I share with you my top tips on how to look good, feel good, and smell good from the inside out. In today's video, we're talking all about smelling good, and I want to go ahead and do another exclusive fragrance review. So of course, if you guys want to hear my thoughts on a new fragrance for 2021, definitely make sure that you guys stick around. And if you like this type of content, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to my channel for more. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alrighty, so again, this is the little sample that I have of Oud Silk Mood. This is one that I feel like not a lot of people talk about. I do hear a lot more about Oud Satin Mood, but when I think it was one of you guys that actually sent me the sample of this when I purchased a scent months ago from Mercari. But if it was one of you, thank you. I really appreciate it. But I've had a chance to kind of like test it out and give you guys my thoughts on what this smells like, how it performs, and if it's one that I would actually purchase for myself. But let me just show you guys the little sample. So this is the little sample size. So again, for this one, I believe all of their fragrances are considered to be more of a unisex thing. I'm not really 100% sure. But for this one, I do want to go ahead and tell you off the bat that I do think that this leans a little bit more on the masculine side, and that's just my opinion. But for this fragrance itself, the notes at the top are Bulgarian rose, chamomile, and bergamot. The middle is hedione, which is supposed to be like a floral note. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. And gaiac wood in the middle. And then the base is oud and papyrus. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I saw that there was more than one, like woody oud notes in here, I was a little bit like, And then when I saw the papyrus note, I was like, okay, I don't know what this is going to smell like, but I'm not really sure if it's going to be my cup of tea. And it is what I thought it would be. Not necessarily the scent, but I anticipated that it would smell a little bit more masculine. And so in the opening, it's very woody or oudy. It's not necessarily overpowering because it is mellowed out by the chamomile note. I do find that the chamomile definitely balances off that oud note, but it does still give off a little bit of a medicinal, earthy-like presence to the scent. And it also has kind of like the floral notes that's more in the background. It's not a heavy floral scent by any means. You definitely get more of the chamomile and the oud notes. This to me is definitely a beastly of a scent. And I think that's also due to the concentration of the fragrance. This is the Extrait de Parfum. And I feel like that is something to consider when you're trying to purchase this scent. Because I feel like although we like beastly scents, we want something that's long lasting, something that projects. I do feel like there's a time and a place for all of that. And so this isn't something that I would consider to be a signature scent worthy type of fragrance at all. This is one that I would reserve more for like a night out. As I mentioned, I do find it to be a little bit more on the masculine side because of the strong oud and papyrus notes. But as it dries down, it does kind of soften up its rough edges, in my opinion, but it still remains a very kind of like dark, velvety, powerful, mysterious type of scent. Very unique and hard to describe, but it's definitely one that is a showstopper. This is one that will definitely help you to stand out if you go to like an event or something like that. It's extremely long lasting, but it's not one that, as I mentioned, I would consider to be a casual scent for daily wear. So I would personally reserve it more for like a night out or like an event or something along those lines. But it does, as I mentioned, project hugely. It's long lasting, it's powerful, but it still does. What I find is that even though it is a powerful scent, the trail that it leaves behind is quite gentle. It's not harsh, it's not abrasive, it's not offensive in any way, which I really like. And I do find it to be a very kind of like sophisticated scent, and it's definitely a memorable scent. This is definitely quite a powerful fragrance, and I don't think that everyone would enjoy it. So I do feel like this is one that you have to sample before you buy it, especially because this is quite an expensive, fragrance house and an expensive fragrance itself. But I do find that if you are someone that loves these type of notes, this was probably going to be a staple in your collection for more of like those night outs or events. If you're trying to stand out, if you're trying to impress, this is probably going to be a staple for some of you out there that love very strong, oudy, woody, velvety, dark, mysterious type of fragrances. I'm actually impressed by the performance. I'm impressed by the way that it transitions on the skin as well. I definitely want to try out the Oud Satin Mood just because I find that a lot of people in their reviews say that the rose is very prominent, and you guys know I love rose in my fragrances. So I definitely will try that out and just let you guys know what my thoughts are on that one as well. But this is definitely a bold, powerful scent. This is not for the faint of heart at all. I would definitely recommend that you test it out before you buy it. And if you guys are interested in getting samples, I will make sure to leave a link down in the description box for you below. But this is one that I think that if you're into those type of fragrances, I think that you would really enjoy this and have this as a staple in your collection. So is it one that I would recommend? Absolutely, but more for men that are looking for very powerful, bold fragrances, especially if you live in a climate that gets very cold. This would be a very, very nice, sexy, bold, pungent winter type fragrance. So again, those are going to be my final thoughts on Oud Silk Mood. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I would love to hear from you guys as well. And let me know what your favorite MFK fragrance is. I would love to hear from you guys as well. Thank you guys again so much for tuning into another video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure that you go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to my channel for more. I hope you guys are staying safe. God willing, I'll see you guys next time.